Hi, everybody. This is Jill. Thank you for coming into my kitchen. It's chocolate chip cookie day. Yay. I am making chocolate chip cookies. Now, I'll preface this by saying that's probably one of the director's most favorite cookies. And I don't make them, well, I guess I make them maybe too often, but he loves them. So what can I say? So I'm going to get started on this recipe. It's super easy and, it's quick to make. And the other thing I like to do is if I make a double batch, now this is a half batch today. If you make a full batch and you don't want to cook them all up at once, pack that dough into containers and freeze it. And then bring it out, defrost it, and you can make cookies and they'll be just like you baked them, the first day you made the dough. Okay, enough said. I have some flour here in my bowl. And to that, I'm going to add some baking soda. And I want to make a comment about baking soda. I get mine in the can or in the container, Arm & Hammer. But they're kind of an open container. You know how they are, the cardboard part of them. I put it in a container, any kind of container. I mean, this is just, I like to save really good containers when something is out of them. Now, this just happens to be a really good gelato, but I won't go there. Anyway, so that's what I do. And you put a lid on it and it will keep so much fresher for you. And it'll, see, I just pack it up, put it away. So I've got the baking soda in there and I'm going to add some salt. There's salt there. And baking soda and salt and flour. So that's all you need for the dry ingredients. And I'm just going to mix these up. So there's no little pockets of baking soda or salt or whatever. Okay, so that's going to be set aside. And I'm going to bring my mixer in. Oh, my good friend Bob in South Carolina, he taught me a trick. These mixers are heavy and they're hard to pull in and out. And he told me, and he's absolutely right, the little soft felt pads that you put under, chairs and that sort of thing. He said, you put them under those and that will just slide every which way. And he's absolutely right. So there's another tip for you. I've got butter in my mixer here. You could use margarine. Margarine's got water in it a little bit, so it might change the texture of those cookies. My mother, we used to use Crisco when we made cookies. When I was a kid at home, it was Crisco. It was never butter. It worked. So I'm going to mix these up, and I'm going to get this butter nice and soft and ready to go when I bring in the sugar. Okay. Okay. See, it's nice and creamy in there. I did scrape the bowl down a couple of times as I was making them. See how nice and creamy that is? You really have to start with some soft butter. And that's really a good thing to use. Not hard, but soft. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to add some granulated sugar. And I'm going to add some brown sugar, which I want to show you this brown sugar. This is brown sugar that I've had for probably 3 or 4 months in a container. And you see how soft and beautiful that is. It's not dried out at all. And I'll show you why. Look at how nice that went in there. It's these brown sugar savers. I thought these were like a gimmick. I didn't think they would be worthwhile. Absolutely. Can't tell you how good those are. So I really, really recommend those. I'm going to beat this white sugar and the brown sugar into this butter, make it nice and, yummy. Tell me when you're, okay, we're ready. We're back. This has been really, really well creamed. They say, creamed, and it does. You have to work at it to get, kind of almost the sugars kind of dissolve in a way, but just really give it a good creaming. And that's what I did. I'll bet I ran it about 3 minutes, maybe a little more. I don't know. Okay, now I've got that in there. I'll clean some of this off here. All right, now I'm going to add some vanilla. Oh, it's vanilla. This is Penzies. Now I don't get any cash for Penzies, but I always plug them. Their stuff is so good. They do vitamins and they do spices and herbs and all kinds of great stuff. So I really enjoy their stuff. So I'm just going to add a little bit more than it's supposed to be in that recipe. Okay. And then I'm going to add 1 egg, which I just slightly beat. that in there. Oh, I hear a jet going by. And I'm going to give this a good mix to make sure that egg and vanilla are all within that sugar combination, sugar butter. Once I have that done, come back. All right, I think we've got it nicely mixed in. See there how nice that is? Let's kind of scrape that down off of there. Now I'm going to add back in that flour mixture we have right here. Get it all in there without making a mess. Here we go. Now, as I always say when I'm making cookies, it depends on the cookie, of course, but your general cookie like oatmeal, peanut butter, chocolate chip, I don't mix this a lot because I like a nice, chewy, dense cookie. If you sit there and you mix and you mix and you mix it, that egg kind of takes over, and that's where you get a puffy cookie. Now, if you like that kind of cookie, go for it. But I like that nice, chewy one. So I'm going to just mix this flour in so it's in there. Yes, I'm going to scrape down the sides and the beater, and I'm going to give it, one more little toss because we have to add chocolate chips, and I want all that in there, but I don't want to beat it too much. Keep scraping here a little bit, get all that flour down in there. I said this in my last video, is that, I watch a lot of cooking videos. Maybe you do as well. And sometimes, these people rush through the video, they rush through the recipe. And some people like that, from time to time. But I enjoy watching someone make a recipe from start to finish slowly. And that's what I kind of like to do with mine. I said, this rushing through a recipe, sit down, relax, have a cup of coffee, watch Jill for today, right? So I'm going to give this just a nice little toss more, just a little bit, just enough to, okay, that's it. Now, here comes the chocolate chips, which I'm surprised there are many left because this bowl has been sitting here and I've seen a hand come over the counter. Yes?
It's a lie.
Anyway, he did take a few, but I actually added a few extra because I knew he was going to want them. All right, in come the chocolate chips. And again, I'm going to mix this just so I can get all those chocolate chips mixed in there. And these are a dark chocolate chip. You could use milk chocolate. You could use just the semi-sweet. This is the step beyond semi-sweet. This is like dark chocolate, I think they call it. All right. Okay. Take a quick little thing here. But I think we're going to be good to go here. I'm looking here. What I'm going to do is just get this blade off here and get my bowl out of the beater. So I have taken it off the mixer. I've gotten my mixing blade out of there. And right now what I'm doing is just, kind of taking a wet-see. Make sure everything looks good and that the chocolate chips are well distributed in there. And it does look very, very good. Actually, the dough looks wonderful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pack it into just a refrigerator container, and I'm going to let it firm up maybe 30, 40 minutes so that butter has had a chance just to kind of just tighten up a little bit. Right now, of course, it's been mixing and it's very soft, and that's going to make that cookie go whack, and I don't want that. So I'm going to let this chill for about 30 minutes, and I'm going to get my oven heated up to 350 degrees. I have been letting this sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes, maybe 45, and it's firmed up nicely. Isn't that pretty? And I'm going to, this is a scoop. I believe it's 1 tablespoon, but it's about 1.25 inches, 1 3/4 across. No, it's 1.25 inches. I just measured it. And this is a good size. It'll make a 2-inch cookie. You can go bigger or you can go bigger. And that's, of course, your call. They make them in 3 different sizes. And I have them at my Amazon store. You might check it out if you're interested in different sizes. In fact, I think they may actually make a set, but I'm not sure about that. So I'm just going to drop these off here, just so. This cookie sheet, or baking sheet, I should say, will hold a dozen blobs of cookie dough here. Come on out of there. There we go. And really, this is it. I'm just going to fill up this cookie tray. I'm going to put it in my preheated 350-degree oven. And I think that I'm going to probably bake these for about 11 to 12 minutes and check on them. They should be a nice golden brown, and hopefully they will be just nice and dense and chewy and delicious. So now listen, these are like primo chocolate chip cookies. Super good. Super. I'll break one open so you can see it. Look at that. Oh, look at that. These would be great with like chopped walnuts or pecans. Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, these are some great cookies. I'm going to make us up some coffee, and the director's going to be extremely happy that he now gets to have some. And I want to thank you for seeing my video. I'm glad you came into my beautiful kitchen, and I hope that you'll come back. Give me a thumbs up. It helps my algorithms. I get to make more money when you give me that thumbs up. Take care, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.